Destiny Rising's new update is here, and with it comes a couple new features, a new game mode, and there's a few things to talk about here. First things first, if you need to squeeze out just a bit more power from your characters to reach acclaim level 18, can now upgrade your artifacts to a higher level. And this should push you over the edge to level 18 for a lot of people. For example, just enhancing one from level 7 to level 8 here give me about 100 points, power rating, right? And that's just got me almost enough here to get 64,000. You can do that with another one. And then just like that, we are finally power rating at 64,000. And that is going to immediately open up the floodgates for us to get our hands on the extra gold coin. At that point, we can, of course, suddenly boost all of the way up through the acclaim system to essentially, level 24, I believe, and then we just need another gold coin to go a little bit further. This is the first time we have no cap, as far as I understand it. So we can just keep going now, right to the way to the very end. So what do we unlock by reaching acclaim level, whatever acclaim level you can get to today? To simplify things here, essentially you're going to completely be non-restricted for leveling up your character. Now, although at level 25, there will be a final set of restrictions released, which will allow you to get weapon mastery cap, the exotic mod refinement cap, and the artifact gilding level cap removed. And besides that, you are free to fully upgrade your character. Just keep in mind that getting to level 25, which is perhaps the next most important milestone, you'll need another gold coin. You can now spend a lot of your gold and bronze and silver coins on improving your drop rate. So take a look at what you care about the most, whether it's exotics, boosted mods, or other things like that to get the best rewards you can possibly get your hands on. For example, right here, we've got legendary campaign 2x rewards. Right, we've just completed a legendary campaign. Let's see what these double drop rates are. So, it should double our rewards. I'm also going to double my rewards here as well, just to save some time. So technically, this is a quadruple drop here. And we end up getting 20 exotic fusion cores, 20 contextual data sets, 4 upgrade cores here. Interesting. So that's 20. Now, I guess it doesn't count the weekly rewards, because if that's double rewards there, I should have gotten 40 for that. I guess it only means the basic pinnacle rewards, so you will get 8 instead of 4. It should also be pointed out that now that we've leveled up the acclaim system, we have access to a lot of Wolf's talent tree. We'll be able to get Everblaze tier 5. Wolf is looking pretty powerful right now. We've also got Grandmaster activities, a new game mode. These are basically the same as master activities with a higher power rating. With masters being 50k minimum power, Grandmaster is 64k minimum power. And if we take a look at the challenge rewards, we can finally get our hands on the meta-stable core, which is something we do need to upgrade mythic and exotic weapons to their final level, essentially. Now, what's interesting about this is the seasonal gear level increase. This is odd, but it's very important. We've got a level 80 weapon here as an example. If I want to take the gear level higher, I can spend 12 of these. However, once the season ends, the level will go back down to 80. We will lose these levels. It's only temporary. Now, granted, it is 52 days left for the season, but that is something to consider. You're essentially going to be using this resource, and it will be eaten up, and you'll have to gain it again in the future to upgrade weapons once more. Same can be said with upgrading the exotic weapon level to level 85 as well. And that's pretty much all you need that currency for. So it's an interesting thing to keep in mind. It should also be noted that master activities, of course, do have different drops. Namely, the challenge rewards will be, we'll get the Mobius clusters and a 40% chance of an exotic mod, right? Whereas Grandmaster activities, we are essentially getting this as an extra additional reward. So there's basically no point doing the master activities anymore once you've unlocked Grandmaster, because they use the same key type. All right, we just completed one Grandmaster activity. Let's see what the master rewards end up looking like. We've got 2 keys here to use, and this is a double drop, of course. We've got 4 Mobius clusters, 6 metastable cores, an exotic mod choice rapid fire, and 3 strike choice mods for mythic mods. Then we've got the pinnacle rewards as well. Here we've just got a bunch of weapon materials. Essentially, let's take a look at the Grandmaster rewards. You're basically getting the metastable core. That's the difference there. Another thing to note is the legendary campaign weekly rewards have reset. So you may have already done first attempts here, right? However, the weekly challenges can now be re-earned. So that means we can get more Mobius clusters, we can get more exotic materials, and more contextual data sets simply for completing challenges here. And obviously there are 5 missions in total that have challenge rewards for us to be able to claim here. So that's something also to make sure you're getting your hands on. The legendary campaign weekly rewards that you spent energy on have also reset. This is currently the only way to get the superposed photons, which are needed to fully upgrade your exotic weapons. Weekly rewards have a higher 4% drop rate, so this is worth spending your pinnacle energy on more so than the normal pinnacle rewards. And you can only do 3 of those per week, so something to consider there as well. There's obviously a new reset in the Silver Shop and Lumia Leaf Shop, so you're going to be able to get extra Lumia Leaf, 10, and you may consider using Silver or Lumia to potentially get the extra supply bundles that have hit the store. Black Market is also refreshed as well. This is honestly one of the cheapest ways to get superposed photons, and not a bad way play to get exotic weapon infusion cores as well, because you can convert your silver into any of the black market currency. You can also sell any mythic weapon infusion cores you don't need for, 900 a pop for a max of 2 each. So not a bad price there either for an opportunity if you need superimposed photons badly. And then we have, of course, the Expanse. Right, now that we've reached a higher power cap, we can finally complete this. I managed to do all of this, all of the way up to stage 30, way underpowered, and then the final boss was just far too difficult. So what I want to do now, upgrade my Gwyn to be higher than the power cap. Now, as we go into this final stage here for the Expanse, I want to say, would you like to see a walkthrough of all of the stages? I think now that the power cap has kind of increased, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be, necessary. But if you would like to see a video on this, please do let me know, and we'll take a look at potentially doing it. We'll do a walkthrough for this last stage for now with Gwyn, but with this increased power rating, I don't think it's really going to be that hard. Essentially, just put your ultimate down as soon as possible so you can charge it up, and always use your abilities to take down the Thrall at the bottom. And once you get this first stage, we can sort of play on this head glitch here so we don't take damage from the top creatures yet. Take out this first acolyte, recharge everything, and then just go in like this. You want to go on the left side first, because the left side is a lot easier. And that means we can take some time to kill... Yeah, this is the left side. Take some time to kill all these bosses, and that gives us time for our ultimate to charge up again, because the other side is a lot harder. We don't want to be using any of our shotgun ammo here, because on the other side there are impact shinkers. And now we're going to need to take out these, and we can make our way to the other side here. And we're going to want to try and jump out of the way here and then quickly go in, get out our shotgun, and spam fire as soon as we can. Activate our ult. Essentially just try and take down everything we can as quickly as possible. Pretty straightforward now that we have a lot of power rating increase. And then, yeah, pretty straightforward story, honestly. Do the assassination to save time there. You always want to start on this side first because it allows your ultimate timing just to come back so that you can take the side we just finished here with a lot more ease. And that is pretty much just a brute force with the boss. If you've got enough power rating, you don't need to worry too much. But if you are low on power, this boss will one-hit you. So try to keep distance so that the melee attack won't activate. Because otherwise you are going to be having a bit of a hard time. Don't worry too much about the timing here, because even if you sort of also there's a lot of acolytes here that you are going to need to take down. Just remember that your shooting, if you've got the right rolls for it in Gift of the Nine, you'll passively regen health. Yeah, Enrage isn't too important right now because we actually have an extra minute of time after Enrage activates instead of the usual 30 seconds. So you'll be able to get your ult again, and even if you're in Enrage, you should be able to take down the boss during this final time here. Just be very careful once this Enrage activates, not to get tanked out too much damage. Constantly trying to jump and stay in the air, because he'll do more blast damage if you're on the ground. There it is. It took me 61 minutes to do this because I replayed a lot of the stages. Because I was very underpowered when I first did it. So now we're going to be able to get this reward, and we should unlock the next stage of the Expanse, which I'm very curious about. Open up the chest, and we get artificial clusters, Mobius clusters, couple exotic mods, very random here. We got a void one and a solar one. Mythic, let's be honest, at this point, who's using mythic artifact choice engrams? We do get 20 artifactual essence as well, and 1 mysterious key. So we can now exit that and unlock the next thing in Realm of the Nine, which is the treasure hall. So, treasure hall, consume materials to enhance mods, raising their quality and improving their attributes. So let's see what this is about. Let's go to the treasure hall. So we go up here and we have a bunch of chests. Interesting. So you can use these keys to open the chests. Right now we only have one of these, so I guess we can go and choose this one. What do we get? 2 artifactual clusters and 5 artifactual essence. Okay, so you can get a lot of artifactual clusters here. Interesting. And then I suppose when we're ready to leave, we can... Oh, we claimed our reward. Can't claim anymore. We'll just leave then. That's very interesting. And looking at that, there's going to be limited opportunities to get these things. Reward stage preview 30. I'm guessing we can repeat this over and over, maybe? Potentially. Level 1 rewards, clear. If you beat it under a certain amount of time, you will get additional rolls. And of course, we also have the Eternity stage as well. So we've got Eternity and Echoes. And for some reason, the recommended power is lower for Eternity. Interesting. So you're going to be able to get this currency, which you can then use to open chests to get more artifactual clusters and other random goodies. Now, make sure you're careful here. This is going to get you some good gilding opportunities for your artifact gilding. But remember, if you want to progress through the acclaim level now, you need 2 characters to have gold medals. That's it. You only need 2. You don't need 3. You just need 2. So, try it once you got your first gold medal. Focus on your second one, right? For example, right now, I just need to improve Wolf's power to 6,300. With your power rating increasing, remember that you'll now be able to take part in Calamity Ops and further progress through this. And you're going to want to do that because progressing through the ranks here will get you access to first-time rewards of the incandescence clusters and more of the exotic weapon and cores. So definitely farm this now that the cap's gone. Have fun with the new update. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you found this useful, please consider subscribing. Cheerio.